Alrighty guys, welcome back to yet another video. So it has been quite a while since I've given you guys an update on the C8 Corvette, and a lot has happened. This car was actually in the shop for about a month and I haven't had it, and I literally just got it back yesterday. And the craziest part is tomorrow I'm going on a 1-week road trip with this car, and I am getting a little anxious about the condition of it. So if you guys don't know, I recently just picked up the C8, and it's gonna be a business vehicle where I'm gonna be renting it out to clients, customers, and earning some revenue back from it. And because I did pick this thing up pre-owned, it wasn't in the best conditions. Most of it is cosmetic, some of it mechanical, but there's a lot more issues to it that I only found out after the fact. I did bring this car into Chevy, the main dealer, to get some work done, and most of it was covered by the warranty that I had on the car. So yeah, let's just do a quick little walk around, talk about what happened, what was fixed, what was broken, and some things that aren't fixed. First things first, I'm gonna go grab the paperwork for the service. It should give a better idea of what exactly happened to this car. So I brought this thing into Chevy, and I had a 100-day warranty with it, so pretty much most things are covered. And the main concern that I had was the alignment was very off with this car. It was kind of just pulling to the right. That was the only main concern, so I wanted to bring it in for an alignment. And I also wanted to change the tires because they were all completely mismatched, different brands on all four sides and different sizes, so the whole car just drove really weird. They did find out that the front strut on the passenger side was completely blown, so they did have to replace the entire struts. And then in the rear, they actually noticed that the diffuser and the under tray was damaged, which, to be honest, I didn't notice anything. And on top of that, I haven't actually physically been under the car to really check, but what happened was the diffuser and the under tray was not covered under warranty, so I ended up not wanting to do it. And then moving on to the driver's side rear tire, they did notice that the TPMS sensor here was faulty. Now, when I had the car, I didn't notice any issues. The TPMS was working, but they did say they had to replace this stem here with a TPMS sensor. And in terms of the tires, I actually provided my own tires for them to install in the car. So they did put 2 rear tires on for me. These are Continental all seasons. I don't know exactly what it's called, the Extreme Contact. These are the OEM size 305/30s over the 20-inch rim. The fronts, however, I also supplied my own tire, but they refused to install it. So these are actually oversized by about 10 millimeters wide. These are 255/35 19s. The OEM size is 245. Now, because I went a little bit wider, they were like, oh, it's a safety concern, we can't install it for you. So I ended up just putting this on myself at a tire shop. Alrighty, so overall, the service was pretty straightforward. Out of all the concerns that I had, they were able to address it and get those things fixed. But the main problem that I had is just the overall customer service experience at this location. The car was in the shop for over a month, and I feel like the repairs that were done on the car weren't really too severe, and it shouldn't have taken that long because I had a very important business trip to go on with this car, and I ended up having to delay it. The only real sort of issue or main concern that they had to fix is just the front strut, 1 unit, and then the rest of it is like just easy peasy stuff, changing a tire, doing an alignment. That doesn't take all day. And like I was pushing them to kind of hurry up, or like giving the car back so I can just get the car for now and come back next time to do it, because I don't have all this time to waste to just let my car sit in the shop for over a month. The reason why there was such a delay and took so long is because they were waiting on that suspension strut to ship in, and they had no delivery date for it, so they had literally no clue. They were just waiting for it. And I told them like, hey, can I just get the car back for now and then bring the car in when the parts come, because I kind of need my car. And the advisor was like, yeah, no problem. Like, we haven't even started on the car yet. You can take it back whenever you want. So then I went to go get my car, all right? And when I went to get my car, they're like, oh, we can't release the vehicle. I'm like, what? I thought you said I can take it. And we went back and forth, and this conversation went on for basically like 3 weeks. Like, I was coming in to take the car, they always refusing it. Then when I called them and I talked to them again, they're like, yeah, you can take it. And the thing is, like, the car wasn't in an unsafe manner. Like, they told me that the car still drives fine, you can take it whenever you want, it's not a hazard, so we can't physically hold it. But then every time I'm there to actually try to pick it up, they're like, oh, we never had that conversation. So like, the communication was horrendous, the customer service was horrendous. But we do have the car back now. They did replace the strut, it's good now. They did the alignment, changed the tires, and that was pretty much it. They did not do the diffuser because I declined that service. The alignment is actually not even good. Like, sure, the car drives straight now, but look at the steering wheel position. It's kind of off-centered to the right, like that, So it's not exactly straight, which means when they did the alignment, the wheel wasn't straight when they performed it. And that's kind of frustrating. And I contacted them like, hey, look, your alignment job wasn't great because it's clearly not a straight wheel, They're not responding to me, they're just ignoring me. lying, making stories up. So yeah, like just really awful experience. The service was covered by my warranty company with 0 deductible, which is great. The only thing I did have to pay for is the tire installation, which makes sense because that's usually not a warranty thing. That's like your own service that you wanted to add on top. This statement is in sections, but it came out to roughly about $1,100 just for the suspension and the alignment and the wheel sensor. So this is like the whole list if you guys want to take a look at it. The diffuser on the bottom, the diffuser, however, was going to be about $650, but I declined that service. So all in all, it would have been closer to like $1,700–1,800, which is a little bit steep for what it is, but yet again, you're going to a dealership for service, it's always going to cost an arm and a leg. Now, last but not least, something I did notice is the battery on this car. It's seemingly dying. This car is a 2023, so the battery on here is about 3 years old, which is still within range to be healthy, so to speak, but the voltages are extremely low. And yet again, I try to contact a dealer about it, seeing if, you know, it's covered under warranty or not to replace the battery, or if they notice any discharging or battery faults. Yet again, ignoring all my calls. And then they say they're gonna call me back, but they don't. Not the end of the world, honestly, not a huge deal, but just a really poor service experience at Chevy. And usually I work on all my cars myself, do all the maintenance, services, repairs. The only reason why I took it into the shop is because I had the warranty and I might as well get everything covered. But I think from here on out, I'm never going back to a dealership unless I absolutely have to. I might even go ahead and cancel my warranty. But with that being said, stay tuned for some future content for this car because we have a lot of stuff that I'm gonna be doing to it. Just a little sneak peek. We have a whole oil change kit that I'm gonna DIY, so stay tuned for that video. Then we have additional service items over here, which I'm gonna do for another video. And lastly, I will be putting a body kit on this car. I'm gonna be putting a new diffuser on, side skirts, lip, etc., so stay tuned for that video. But that's just a little update on what's going on with the Corvette. I finally got it back from service, and stay tuned for the next few videos because I will be taking this on a road trip and doing a lot of content with it. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.